channel. I'm Tia and I do mostly synthetic wig related content here. However, today's gonna be a little bit of a different video. I'm doing a review on these, I guess they're like temporary brow tattoos. These are called MyBrows long-lasting eyebrow transfers, and they're from the company Godefrey. Okay, and I got there's 24 eyebrows, there's 12 pairs of eyebrows, and I got the medium brown high arch. It says that they last for up to 5 days and can be worn over sparse brows. They're waterproof, easy to apply and remove. This is the back of what it shows you the before and after. This is one of the strips. So it's got the plastic film that you pull off, and this is what the brow looks like. I have a very high arched brow, so I wanted to use that. I want to give some pros and cons to this product. Overall, I actually really enjoy the product. I really like the product, and I would recommend the product to most people. I am going to include clips because I've tested it. I tested it over multiple days and I use multiple different techniques. So I'll include the clips of me doing that, and I will do a voiceover to explain exactly what I was doing and why I was doing that. Let's go into all those clips so that you can see what sort of I was going through, what challenges that came up, positives, all that stuff. Let's go through that, and then I'll come back and give my final thoughts so that a lot of what I'm saying will make more sense. Okay, so let's get to that, and then we'll get back to me, okay?
I started each time by brushing my eyebrows up, and I am removing the plastic film. I am placing the arch of the brow where I would like to have it, making sure that it lines up in the front and the back. Taking a wet cloth and placing it onto the brow. This is essentially sort of one of those fake temporary tattoos, works the same way. Once I did that, I pulled off the paper part and very surprised on how it looked. In order to make sure that my brows were in the right place, because I am missing significant parts of my other brows, I used this measurement tool that I got from Benefit and went ahead and did the same thing on the other side, and you will see what it looks like once I removed both of them. I'm shook. I let my brows dry and then I finished my makeup. This is what they look like doing it exactly like they explain on the packaging.
Good morning. I wanted to come on here really quick because I'm trying out this product and I'm like so impressed that I wanted to share. I got these press-on eyebrows. They're supposed to be for like 2-3 days that they last. I think it's Godefrey. I'll put information down below, but I'm so impressed so far. Like, these are just press-on brows. Like, they look so real. They look like hair strokes. I can't get over it. I'm going to do a full video review on it, but I want to make sure like I test it and see, do they pull up? What are the techniques and things like that? But I just wanted to share them. For those of you with sparse brows, or if you've lost your brows altogether, I'm impressed so far. So stay tuned.
So after the first day, I thought that some of my natural brows were making it so that the eyebrows didn't stick as well. So I did shave down just a little bit and then brush them up like I did the first day. I placed it on and did the application as I had done the first day as well. I didn't have any significant issue with these eyebrows during the day, but they did not stay more than 24 hours, so I thought maybe shaving would help. One tip is to make sure that you leave the washcloth on long enough, because I didn't and it lifted a little bit and I had to press it down. Additionally, I took the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil and just filled in a little bit more to see what it would look like. Using the Precisely My Brow was definitely not a necessary step, but I did like how it looked. I then thought if I set the brows a little bit more, I used the Pixie Brow Know-How that I use on my regular brows, and then I went in with the Benefit Ready Set Brow, which is sort of a setting brow gel, and tried to see if that would help the lasting power.
Okay, day 2 with the press-on brows. I tried a different technique that did last all day. I had no issues with that, but they didn't last overnight. So I
want to try a different technique. So I did do that. They're looking pretty good, so I will keep you updated as to if they're going to stay on or not. I thought some of the reason that the brows may not have been lasting overnight was that I have oily skin. I thought laying down some translucent powder may help the process, and then I continued with the application as normal. Unfortunately, the translucent powder just made the front of the brow lift up a little bit, so I did have to press it down with this silicone brush. So that was a good theory. The translucent powder actually made it worse. It lifted quite a bit, and it did not last even as long as it did any other time. So although I thought it would work out, it didn't, but I had to try. Instead of the Benefit Ready Set Brow, I did try to use some mattifying setting spray, and as you can see, they do not look as nice as they had the 2 days before, so blah, that didn't work.
All right, now that you've seen all of that, so the pros are, I think they're actually pretty easy to use. They go on very fast. You can use them in a few different ways, which I absolutely love. Some of the cons are, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I have oily skin. I think if you have dry skin, you wouldn't have as many issues as I had with the natural oils, but I couldn't get them to last more than the full day. Now, I could get them to last the full day. So for me, keeping my brows on the entire day without having to touch up or worry about them is awesome. That's worth it to me, especially because they don't cost a whole heck of a lot and they don't take a long time. Like, I take a long time on my brows. I do feel like they'd be better, not better, but definitely if you have sparse brows like I do, you can still use them. They're still great. I think if you don't have any brows, they'd be really great for you. I like that there is a variety where you can get different arches and slightly different colors. I would be curious, and maybe I will see, because I think my mom has dry skin. Maybe I'll see if I can try and use these on her and see if drier skin has them last, because I just could not find a way in any way, shape, or form with my skin to make them last for several days. Now, I did have a day where I wore them, and then when I woke up, they were still there, but they definitely weren't going to make it through like a shower or another application of makeup. But so 24 hours is what I could get out of them consistently and feel confident. I feel like overall, I do enjoy this product. I'm glad that I have it. I feel like I will use these, you know, intermixed with my normal eyebrow routine, but I am happy to have them, and they are something that I would repurchase. I just would like to do a little bit more research in terms of somebody who has not only drier skin, but if they don't have brows at all. So I would like to see how that works out. But other than that, I definitely suggest this as, you know, maybe a short-term solution. Maybe if you're going through some type of like chemo treatment or things like that, where you know eventually your eyebrows are going to come back. This could be a great alternative to like micro brow or doing anything, you know, semi-permanent or super expensive. I mean, you have, if you wear one a day, you have almost a full month for $10. There's those days where you're not leaving the house, you're just wearing your sweatpants, so you don't need your brows, okay? So I think it's a great product, actually, and I'm pleased with it. Very pleasantly surprised. So do I wish it would last longer? Sure, but I do feel like that's partially just my skin, you know, being very oily. So yeah, that's what I have for you. If you have any thoughts or questions, please put that down below. If you would like to see a follow-up video on this, also please put that down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you have, thanks so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.